guys, here we are live on our YouTube channel. Apparently, there's some news that broke regarding New Orleans and Disney. So, we got to come on here and talk about it because that's where we live, right? We live in this area. And so if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about... You live in Metro. Yeah. Well, it's the New Orleans metropolitan region.
Mm-hmm.
We all went to school there. I guess Eli's the only one that actually lives in New Orleans.
That is true.
Yeah. So
my house got broken into once. My car got broken into twice.
Yeah. Lots of fun.
They erected red light cameras on every block in and around my house. They chased me away. I didn't want to go.
But it was a nice street you were on.
It was.
It really was.
Except for when it flooded.
That could be bad. Yeah.
Yes. And then the garage and everything else. Anyway.
All right. Yeah. We got a resident stormtrooper in.
Crazy city.
Eric's in. He says, "Wee!" Friday, happy 4th of July weekend, Friday, guys. Look, we are talking about Tiana's Bayou adventure. And, right around 4th of July here in New Orleans, a lot of times what happens is there's a festival that happens, and it's very, very busy in the city, and that is the Essence Festival that takes place. A lot of music, a lot of celebrities, I guess African-American based culture, celebration of that.
Absolutely.
Everything. So apparently, and I wish I would have known this, apparently Disney unveiled the name of the Splash Mountain redo that Tiana was supposed to have, right? And they did this at Preservation Hall, one of the famous jazz clubs here in New Orleans. And they revealed the name of the ride, the attraction, as being Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And we posted that on the group page, and it's been all a buzz all over the place in the Disney fan universe. And I just recently posted a video on it that they had attached to this Disney Food Blog article, which is the one I read. And it shows the Disney Imagineers in South Louisiana just doing some research for this particular attraction. So we're here live today to talk about Tiana's Bayou Adventure. How about that? There it is. There's the name of the attraction. The font's pretty. I like the sign. The sign was nice. It's very pleasant.
Nicely done.
Yeah, very nicely done. But yeah, man. So one of the mountains in the mountain range is about a bayou, oddly enough.
Is it a mountain anymore?
That's and I posted on a group. Is like, is this going to be still part of the mountain range? I don't know.
That's why I suggested calling it Tiana's Not So Mountainous Bayou Adventure.
You can just call it. I can just call it Splash Mountain under new management.
I like that. There you go.
Yeah.
Under new management.
I think that works better than Tiana's Twin Peaks, but
I missed that.
So they built 2 of those.
Yeah. That was good. That was good when he said the uniform. Oh, no, you talking about the Disney thing, huh? My bad.
Oh, no, that works too.
Yeah, I liked it. It was sporty.
It was sporty, yeah. So in case you guys didn't know about this attraction, apparently this takes place after they kiss. And the movie. So if you watch the movie, it takes place. All the events that happen in this attraction will take place after that.
You mean there was a frog and a princess and they kissed?
Yeah. But it's mucus. It's okay. It's mucus.
That's how COVID got started.
I know. Kissing a frog?
Yeah.
No, a bat.
Bats.
People.
Fern Gully. That dude messed it all up for everybody.
Hey, Fern
It's
Gully.
French. Maybe it's like COVID.
Or don't you go do French for Fern
Kevin,
Gully?
you spoke French.
Oh, I did.
For Gully.
But yeah, so it takes place after that, and apparently the whole premise of the story is that they're Prince Naveen and Princess Tiana are getting ready for their first Mardi Gras performance thingy, whatever. That's the whole premise about it.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I guess wrong.
Yep, that's what they're doing. Let me see if I can.
What is it? You say it again? They're getting ready for their first Mardi Gras. What?
Yes, the story takes place in the 1920s, of course. And so they also, with this today, they also revealed the outfit that she'll be wearing, as well as the hair that she'll be sporting throughout this attraction.
I saw that.
Yeah, so we got that. She's got a little coif, which is innate.
Yeah.
But yeah, it takes place after they kiss, and it's the events that lead them up to their first Mardi Gras celebration or performance or whatever.
Okay.
I think the word the article used was performance, but I don't think they know how Mardi Gras works. But just a Mardi Gras thing.
Is that why they went down here?
Can I tell you, they were here for 2 weeks. I'm sure they learned everything they needed to learn about Louisiana and New Orleans in 2 weeks.
And
They
gained weight at the same time. Yes.
So it's funny you bring that up, Danny.
They didn't even come during Mardi Gras.
Yeah, I know, right?
Great point. Yes.
Oh, they went to Universal's Mardi Gras.
Oh,
which is
a
I don't know.
Yeah.
They could have paid us. We did threw beads at them and everything. I'd have showed them my, under my shirt and all that.
You would lift the shirt for some beads and stuff?
Hey, for the sake of Disney, art and everything, yeah.
Yeah,
Could've
okay.
been my chest on a ride or something.
Yeah. So I looked at it, and I apologize. It's not Prince Naveen. It's Tiana and for this attraction, Tiana and Lewis get ready for their first ever Mardi Gras performance. That's what this article.
Tiana and Lewis.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess Naveen's just hanging out, partying with the revelers.
All right.
And Tiana and Louis, I guess,
Louis?
the trumpet playing alligator, is going to be doing a Mardi Gras performance. But
I think it's Lewis, right? Because isn't he
maybe it
named
is
after
Lewis.
Louis
Yeah,
Armstrong?
you're right.
But
Yeah.
no, it would
It'd be
Louis Armstrong.
Yeah,
It's
Louis Armstrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be Lewis. It could be
Good.
Louis. Either one works.
Well,
You
it's
know, you know
Southern.
who it is. He
It's
plays the
jazzy.
trumpet. Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen the movie. So.
But they go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. So Drake LeBlanc had a great question, and it's a question a lot of Disney fans have, which is how the hell does this fit in the wilderness?
For Frontierland.
Frontierland.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know why I was stuck in Wilderness Lodge. How does this fit in Frontierland? And I said 2 words: magic swamp.
Magic Swamp.
Magic swamp. I was like, this is what's going to happen. It's going to be something like Tiana is out taking a train ride in and around the country, exploring places to open a chain of Tiana Place restaurants. And lo and behold, there's going to be an unscheduled stop somewhere in the Wild West, somewhere the train's going to need maintenance, and she gets out and she's going to be missing Louisiana so badly, missing her friends in the Bayou and whatnot. And Madame Odie's going to hear that and decide, you know what? Let me go ahead and grant her wish and put a little bayou there in the wilderness.
A little bayou in the wilderness.
Or the frontier, or whatever the hell you call it. I don't even know how to say it. But yeah, we'll put a little magic swamp area in the middle of the Wild West, and that's how it comes to be. And I said, I bet you it's going to be something similar to that.
So they're like Buc-ee's, basically.
Right, and that's how they'll explain it.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about, no, it's just a Mardi Gras celebration. Well, okay, I don't even know how to incorporate that into a story.
Just quick little side here. Our resident stormtrooper Eric, he said, "Isn't it Critter Country, not Frontierland?" In Disneyland, it is Critter Country. Yes. In Walt Disney World, there is no Critter Country. There's just Frontierland.
Right, but
yes.
In Disneyland, it's close enough to New Orleans Square where you can consider it part of New Orleans, where they can kind of blend it into that. I believe it's Disney World that's more of the problem.
Well, it's funny you talk about close enough to New Orleans, because I was watching the video that they had posted on Disney Parks YouTube channel, and you know how I keep raising the question about the mountains and stuff. But if you watch this video, they ventured the Imagineers. They took airboat through the swamps and whatnot and whatever else.
Real quick, you're talking and I can see me.
Oh my bad!
You zoomed in on it when he was.
I forgot to exit the solo out. So I apologize, everybody.
No, it's okay, because now that I can't use my phone because you're missing the little doohickey.
Yes. It's
now I got this.
There we go.
Huge
Now.
thing.
Yeah, but I mean,
and I don't just mean Eli.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Now I can.
Well,
I'm
on
very
his thing,
conscious of what's happening.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
all right.
Hey.
So anyway, yeah. So speaking of close to New Orleans, what they did is they took a tour of the entire area, and they ventured out to Avery Island. Now, for you locals here, when I say Avery Island, what's the first thing y'all think about?
Swamp monster.
Tabasco?
Tabasco, yeah. Tabasco is where it's located, Avery Island. They have that all over their label. And in Avery Island, not only do they make, hot sauce, a version of hot sauce, which I'm not terribly a big fan of, but whatever. I digress. They also have one of the big salt dome deposits in Louisiana, which, according to the video, is one of the few places in Louisiana. They did say few places in Louisiana that has some kind of elevation. They didn't say mountain. They didn't say hill. It's just a part of southern Louisiana that has elevation. So guess what?
What?
This is Tiana's Bayouland Salt Dome Adventure. That's exactly what this is. They're building this mountain based off the Salt Dome on Avery Island.
So instead of old school Splash Mountain where we're sitting in a log, we're gonna sit in a French fry. Is that?
You could sit in a Tabasco bottle, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Salt Mountain.
Salt Mountain.
Salt Mountain.
Yeah.
This is killing me.
Yeah. No.
I don't want.
Isn't there a place?
Go ahead, Lee.
Eli would know this. Isn't there a place in the zoo in New Orleans where it's this is the highest elevation in the city of New Orleans or something like that? I remember seeing that when we went for our we went to New Orleans for our first year anniversary.
Okay.
And I remember seeing something like that in the zoo where it was like, oh, here's the highest elevation in New Orleans. And it was like at my waist.
That's it.
Yes.
You're talking about Monkey Hill.
Monkey Hill.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Monkey Hill, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Well, that would have been perfect. Why not make it Monkey Hill? That's even better than some salt mine thing.
Oh, and look, Captain Cageman, speaking of things that are taller than Monkey Hill, Captain Cajun posted in our chat Tiana's Huey P. Long Bridge adventure.
That's a long stretch.
You know, before they widened that bridge, that was definitely an adventure.
Yes, it was.
Yes, you can like talk to the person in the other lane of the bridge.
I was way more nervous on there than I ever was on Splash Mountain.
That's true.
So for everybody that's out of town, the Huey P. Long Bridge is a bridge that comes out of Metairie, goes all to the West Bank, right? It used to be a very, very narrow bridge. It's a train bridge, basically, number one.
Picture an erector set.
Yes.
Yeah, like a rickety.
This is what they based Soarin' off of, apparently.
A rusted erector.
Yeah, very rusted erector with very thin lanes. It was 2 lanes on either side, and it was built for not modern cars. It was built for like old 1920s cars, which were very, very skinny. And so literally, if you were driving over there for part of your commute, you could hand the car next to you a bottle of Grey Poupon.
Yes,
very easily.
Yes, the lanes were so close. You could roll down the window, look at the person in the other lane, say, "Hey, I don't need to turn on my blink. I'm about to cut over." And that person can say, "Oh yeah, all right, I'll brake." Like
get over.
Yeah, go on, come on. Like it. Yeah, it was really close. I thought almost like almost had a date once because we were so close. And the guy was like, "Oh, I'm about to kiss you," but no. I don't know you like that. It's rush hour.
But it was rough. Yeah, it was a rough bridge.
And you're traveling over the Mississippi River.
Scary.
So it's a very scary. It was a very scary drive. It's still kind of scary.
And it was
but they've widened the lane since.
It was a rickety bridge too.
It still kind of is.
Kind of. I don't cross it
It's
no
better
more.
than it was before, but it's definitely still a little rickety old bridge. But
anyway, back to
Tiana's Salt Dome adventure.
Mind of
guarantee that's going to take place somewhere in the story as a salt domes.
Okay, but then explain to me how a salt mine swamp ended up in the frontier if it's not what I said, which is that Madame Odie magically made it appear.
I have no idea.
Okay. Do you think they're even going to bother trying to explain it?
I hope they try.
They're going to come up with some story.
But
maybe Meriwether Adam Pleasure came along and blew up a salt mine.
Because I mean,
mountain.
If it's all magic and that's how a swamp ended up in Frontierland, then what does it matter? I mean, just go for the ride. Okay, there's a swamp, there's a mountain. It's just
there.
So is it Swamp Frontier?
Swamp Mountain.
Yeah.
Swamp Mountain. Swamp Mountain would work.
Swamp ass mountain.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, how do you take like? So many people say Splash Mountain. The name is just iconic. It's like changing the name of like McDonald's to Ronald's Burger Adventure
or McDowell's.
Yeah. McDonald's makes sense.
True, I guess so. Yeah.
Oh man, McCheese.
Like
all the burgers. Yeah.
Like it's like changing Coke to fizzy brown drinks. How do you change a name that is just so iconic and recognizable? Yeah. Like it. The closest thing I can think of is when you change a Sears Tower to whatever the fuck they call the Sears Tower now. That I refuse to learn because still to this day when we go to Chicago, it's like, you want to go to the Sears Tower. I don't know. I don't know how that works so well.
The Willis Tower now is what they call it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Wait. Because there's the there's the Hancock Tower and the Willis Tower. Yes.
We talk about
You're right. You're right. But no, it's like I kind of explained it. Like I think I posted like a little thing in the Facebook thing where I don't know if y'all are familiar. Probably not. Like I'm a big South Park fan, and they did a whole episode on South Park, kind of parodying Family Guy. And how they write their jokes, how they write their little cutaway jokes. And when Cartman meets the Family Guy writers, they're just manatees in a tank that swim to one side. And there's all these balls, these idea balls, and they just grab one and they bounce it on their nose and they take it to the other side of the tank. And they put it into the joke combine.
That's
and then
awesome.
when you get enough of those together, then you just write the joke off of that. And I think that's kind of like, there was something they did a tank and there was the name of Tiana that they knew. And then they threw in Swamp, they threw in Bayou, they threw in Mardi Gras. They did all these things in there. And for whatever reason, the manatees picked Tiana's Bayou, not Jubilee, not Celebration, Adventure.
Adventure.
Yeah.
And
so
it doesn't sound adventurous.
And her outfit evokes feelings of adventure, I guess.
Yeah, because if you're gonna dress for a swamp, you want to dress warm. Anybody that doesn't know that, when you go to a swamp, you want to be covered head to toe.
Well, that might be for the mosquitoes.
I was about to say maybe for the mosquitoes, but damn, that's
because it's not humid in the swamp.
I was gonna say, like,
it's quite a quite an outfit.
If the mosquitoes don't kill you, the dehydration will. I mean, this
right.
thing called off.
Well, I mean, to be fair, what's the girl from Tarzan? She was all dressed proper in the jungle and everything. I think that's just like a 1920s look. So,
and then
I wonder if 1920s Cajuns look like that though.
And that, but that goes to say something.
It was like Lord of the Flies out there in Port Bouchon, right?
Maybe.
Kirk, tell us if we're wrong. Like 1920s, y'all all running around loincloth, stabbing piggy with glasses. Right?
Come here, Gator. Yeah, and that was the other thing about. I did like the drawing, but it didn't feel like Tiana. If that makes any sense, like I don't know if that takes it out of character. And I'm
her outfit,
yeah, okay. and I'm kind of, after hearing this, I'm kind of thinking about like, what is the narrative going to be? Because the whole thing about its previous ride was that it was nice and happy, and then it got really scary, and then bam, you had to drop. And I don't know how Mardi Gras turns into something like that, or can be translated well into this ride, unless the cops are at the end and then they come after you, and then you drop, and they miss each other. But I don't see
it's
how
no
Mardi
different
Gras...
than the trolls tossing us into the North Sea in Norway.
I feel like if it's Mardi Gras, like you're going to be riding on a sea of piss down the gutters of Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
Somebody's like, he stole my purse.
All the animatronics are going to be peeing into the water.
Those little jumping.
Right, exactly.
They'll be looking at you like, what are you looking at?
You're traveling through. The geese are going to be up there showing you their breasts.
You gotta throw them a bead that comes with the ride, like glasses. You get beads on for that.
Somebody says fry it.
Yeah,
like Mardi Gras is not child friendly. I don't know who. Like Metairie Mardi Gras is child friendly.
Yes, maybe that's where they went. I mean, they went to Avery Island. Maybe they went to Metairie Mardi Gras.
Maybe, but they weren't. They were here. What in May? May I don't know.
I wish I would have known.
Maybe we could have sat down with them and talked to them a little bit and try to talk them
out of that. Like, don't do that.
Just not this.
That's not. You're not trying.
Anyway,
well, real quick, going to the comments we have in here. So if you're joining us live, thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
Drake, our resident custodial cast member, he says the name feels like a seasonal limited time event.
It does.
Yeah,
that's what I said. Which Tiana's not so mountainous Bayou adventure. Yeah. It does feel like
Tiana's dance party.
Yeah,
Tiana dance boogie revolution, and slide to the left, slide to the right.
Mr. Sullivan, he's in the box. He says people are still going to refer to it as Splash Mountain. To quote Eddie Murphy, another Eddie Murphy movie, he says his mama call him Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay.
I knew where that was going. I had to stay quiet.
I couldn't agree more. I think that's exactly. I'll meet you at Splash Mountain.
Yeah, mama call it Splash. Go call it Splash.
I can't. Even like people who grow up on this as being the Splash Mountain, as we get old and people start adopting this as a new norm, they're just gonna say, "Meet me at Tiana's." They don't have time to say all the rest of this crap.
TBA.
Yeah,
TBA. What is that? TBA. Which is nothing like a club down on Bourbon called DBA.
Oh Lord.
I hope that's a part of it.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, that's your adventure right there.
A resident stormtrooper says maybe you are the string of beads being thrown off a balcony, which is what the drop is.
Now that's interesting.
Okay.
Show me your.
Yeah, you're the festive thing.
Yeah.
And right before you go down, there's an animatronic that goes. And shows
It's very black.
I'm gonna show you.
It's very Black Mirror-ish, right? That all of a sudden you realize you're just an inanimate object. You're just a pair of beads that just get flung down to land on.
Too.
Yeah.
So like the drop would be like her wrist and hand, right? Because
no. You're dropping down the balcony and you're landing in her hand. The landing would be the hand.
Okay,
but then you're dead in the cemetery, right?
But, you're out from one hand into the other hand, pretty much.
Hand in hand.
There you go, off the balcony. So then there you go. We got the narrative. You're created, as a bead.
In
Blaine Kern's, Mardi Gras World or wherever they make them. And
China,
then, boom,
Taiwan.
Yeah, you make your way through.
That's where they come from.
Through the Salt Mountains. And then, Mardi Gras happens. You get up to the part, and then, like, they're waiting for you to be thrown. And then when you're thrown, you're down.
Yeah.
It just feels like I want to know how they're supposed to tie this all in together. And in the back of my mind, I just know there's no real plan.
So we have no faith in this attraction.
No, I have faith in this attraction. It's a well done attraction. It's a my problem, I guess, with the name is that it kind of buries the lead. Like I understand this if this is the name of a dark ride, but there's no element of thrill or like how many kids are gonna be like, "Mommy, I want to ride Tiana's Bayou Adventure." Like I saw the movie, I liked it. Yeah, sweetie, but you're gonna plummet about 4 stories down. I don't know how you do that.
I don't know. Maybe it's like trying different hot sauces.
Yeah, you can. Tiana's spicy mountain.
You gotta try my mama's ass kicking hot sauce. Get it, and that's the final drop.
Yeah,
we're gonna roast you.
Someone's like, "You hell your peaches or what?" Yeah, there you go.
It's all burnt off because of the hot sauce.
It's good.
Oh my god!
Give me a tie.
Oh, Captain Cajun. He has a comment. He says, "If Dr. Facilier isn't involved with the drop in some way, they failed."
I agree with that completely.
He's got to be in there somehow.
If you don't have nothing scary,
well, technically,
spooky in that, there's something wrong.
This happened after the kiss, so technically he's on the other side now. Again, hopefully they'll bring him back for this.
Or maybe that one dark section where we go into it like a little roller coaster thing is the dark side. We're on the other side. We're gonna we get dropped. We get tossed in the Facilier. And we see him on the other with his friends on the other side.
He's looking through and he's seeing what they're doing.
Yeah, we get pulled through a cemetery thing or whatever, and then we do a little roller coaster thing, and there we are. Not the laughing place, but the other side.
See, we could come up with good narratives. Like
I don't know about that, but
I think I could come up with a better narrative than what they're coming up with. I can tell you
that's
that.
the point, yeah. But why not just retell? Because a lot of attractions that are made for characters pretty much retell this story. Even if you've been to the movies, seen it on DVD or whatever, it's supposed to be something where you experience the ride as, you know what I mean? Like you see in the narrative and get Peter Pan's that.
I agree.
Cruise like that. So I don't see why not just retell the story. It's pretty simple.
Well, I think they're going for like Rise of Resistance is not part of any story, but they want to make a canon.
I wouldn't say Rise of Resistance because Rise of Resistance has action. This sounds more like Frozen Ever After.
No, but I'm talking about it has nothing to do with anything story-wise in any of the Star Wars properties, right?
But that's a tough, that's a tough pull, though. That's a tough sell.
So, I mean, so I'm speaking to the point of him not just retelling the story versus continuing the story.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay, I can see that. I'm saying,
like,
I think this is going to be more akin to Frozen Ever After, where it's just there's no drama, there's no badness, it's just all happy times.
I can see that. I can see them doing that.
I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. I mean, your main villain has been vanquished. Now, can they bring him back in some way? I guess. But it's not like you can do a whole lot. I mean, how many animatronics are going to have down there?
No, they're not going to get rid of any ones they got there. You sure they're not going to get rid of the steamboat either? I guarantee that's staying.
I don't think they will. I'm kind of with you.
Yeah.
I think this is all going to be creatures from the swamp, just all celebrating.
Yeah.
Redecorating different outfits.
Yes.
So they're all gonna have like little Cajun Reeboks and whatnot, little white boots,
all in the queue right there,
or maybe Cajun Nikes. I don't know. It could be any brand, but look, they got those white boots that keep your feet dry.
We'll have some Mardi Gras Indians right there in the queue greeting you.
Yeah, they research that in the museum, so there might be some Mardi Gras Indian kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's all.
Do you really want to go down that road though?
No, because Mardi Gras.
I think they do. I think they want to go down that road.
I think they want to go down that road, but you can't talk about co-opting cultures and whatnot, and not talk about
that's a great point.
Indians. Well, Eli's more educated on this, but I learned from him actually.
Yeah, I used to do artwork for a Mardi Gras Indian.
Yeah,
that's a deep culture thing, man.
It is
much.
If they don't do it right, it's almost like an insult.
Well, if Disney already had a problem with the help me with this the indigenous culture thing, like they had with Jungle Cruise and did this. I mean, this is really like. It's almost like if that's the point, it's almost like trying to recorrect something that everybody said is an error. Like we could perfect it. Like, no. If it got you in trouble, just don't try to test it to make sure your mistake could be as perfect as you can do. Because Mardi Gras Indians a serious thing too.
It's a very serious thing.
Yeah, them dudes is mean. They mean.
Oh, really?
I just fixed the dude computer and I didn't do it right. He wanted to scalp me. I was scared.
Well, I guess so. It's like if you work on an outfit for like year round and something happens to it, that'd be mean too.
Yeah, and it's a hot outfit.
It's a very hot and heavy. I'm sure.
You put a cast member in something like that, they're gonna be like, "Just please, just put me in a Buzz Lightyear costume. Anything else."
It'll be an animatronic going.
And I wonder,
ain't gonna have that happen.
I don't know how many people are listening in right now, but people out of state. How many people know about the Mardi Gras Indians? I'm kind of curious. Because a lot of stuff gets put out there about Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's such a
bunch of different ways to celebrate that.
Right. It's such a specific thing. And I don't know that's translated as part of, I think people associate Mardi Gras with fun, parades, floats, beads,
drinking,
toplessness, all that. Yes. I think they associate that. I don't know about, that's getting a little deep.
Maybe that's what they want to do. They want to educate people, but I don't think that's.
I don't think that's what they want to do.
Yeah,
and if that's what they want to celebrate people, educate people on, I think they picked the wrong thing to educate.
Well, you
need
to
come to New Orleans and get education.
Yeah,
get that education.
Get all it.
Just come to New Orleans, hang out with us. We'll give you all that.
I'm gonna say just buy Jazzland, and they could have had all the they could have educated as much people in as many different ways as they wanted over there about all the.
I'll go on our Patreon. We'll educate your culture.
Like I know New Orleans culture to an extent, and I'm just saying, like a lot of this, it just seems like, to use a New Orleans thing, it's like gumbo. It's like the swamps have nothing to freaking do with Mardi Gras. The Mardi Gras Indian thing is a kind of a separate thing of that. It's as if they just took everything New Orleans and just said, we're just going to stick it in there. Just stick it in there. The food, the this, the that. We're just going to throw it in there and make it its own thing. And I don't know. This sounds awful to me in so many ways. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that this is a worthy substitute. But I'm a little nervous about this one.
So we got a good question from a resident stormtrooper, Eric. He says, did you guys think that Princess and the Frog was good in the cultural aspect of New Orleans? Did it represent our fair city? To quote the car guys, car talk people.
Oh, all right. I feel you.
Yeah.
I didn't care for
you. Watched it more than any of us.
I mean, I like the movie. I mean, the background artwork with the wrought iron railings, I do appreciate that. Their attempt to capture just the French Quarter look of it was great. The events, I don't know.
I didn't care for Ray, and I know I'm probably going to piss off Kirk in saying that, but I didn't.
What have you not?
It was just so caricatured and so over the top.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I don't know if Kirk would be angry about that because it was like that. You're absolutely right. It was kind of like Waterboy, but different.
It's like whenever you would watch any TV show that depicts people from New Orleans talking like that,
Gambit,
and being like, no, we don't all talk like that. Now, out in areas like where Kirk lives, yes, they do. I mean,
you guys heard Kirk talk.
Yeah,
it's not that to that extreme,
right?
No,
but it sounds like there's a whole language in and of themselves. It kind of, I mean, let's just be honest. Ray's played as being dumb, sort of, right?
That's what
stereotyped.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he's got an intelligence to him, but it's kind of a naive intelligence.
Right.
I can see that.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. I like Dr. Facilier. I like that character. The rest of Princess and the Frog, if I've seen it twice, I've seen it a lot. I might not have even seen it twice. I think I saw it once and was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'll
be honest, I've watched it a bunch. I mean, not as much as Coco, but I've watched it a bunch.
Yeah, I know you've
just because it's like the only thing that's inherently New Orleans.
Well, so what do you think? Yeah. You're probably the better person to ask. Yeah. I just kind of saw it and I'm like, it just seems like here's your greatest hits of New Orleans.
That's basically what it is. I mean, because that's what people know outside of the city. I talk to cousins and whatnot. It's like you talked about Mardi Gras, you talk about the New Orleans Saints, you talk about Bourbon Street. And it's like there's so much more to it. And a lot of the pieces, like Ray, like we were talking about, were caricatured, or even like fans are blowing and everybody's sweating. Yeah, it's hot down here. But, it's not. I forget what TV show or movie it was, but it was like there was somewhere I think Kevin Costner had a terrible accent, but everybody was always
JFK.
No, it was a different one before JFK, but everybody was constantly sweating. But
Big Easy?
I think it was the Big Easy. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, wow.
Everybody was just constantly sweating every single time.
That was Dennis Quaid and Ellen Barkin.
Yeah,
and John Goodman.
Yeah. But it's I don't know. It's if you're gonna do it, support the culture, learn the culture,
and that's
make
a lot.
It good. Kind of like what it's a lot to do because it's like
it's a lot to ask.
Because they did it or they tried to do it with the whole Polynesian area thing, right?
Yeah.
Because like with Lilo and Stitch, they got a whole backlash for not exploring the culture, which is what they tried to rectify with Moana when they did the research for all that.
See, overcorrected themselves. I was saying earlier. So
I'm curious to see. I don't know. I'm curious to see what they do with it, and hopefully they come correct.
Didn't it just have the feeling of when I'm going to use an old reference here. It just kind of has a feeling to me of when they took Coke and they made it New Coke. It just kind of has that feeling that we're going to take something iconic and establish that you loved.
Yes.
But don't worry. What we're going to give you is going to be better.
New Coke.
And
yeah,
I worry.
No, that's a very good statement because like it's forcing the consumer to trust the brand.
Yeah.
And not necessarily the product that's being put out.
And you know that the decision is not coming from an artistic place. It's coming from a
business place.
A business place.
We know this now, Disney. Now, here's the thing, too. It's like, so everybody listening out there, and everybody that's in the watching us live right now are long-time weekends. So we definitely appreciate you guys joining us, starting your 4th of July weekend with us. But it's not to say that we don't like Tiana. We'd love to have representation in the parks.
Absolutely.
But maybe not like this. And we've spoken about this on the show before.
Yeah.
Well, you're setting up for failure.
Not out of this set of circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, you're retrofitting something into something that should be something different.
Right.
Versus something that it could be maybe better.
We did a show, didn't we?
We did. We talked about it.
Like other stuff that we would also put its plays. Like that was a long time ago. Yes,
it was, and there's no reason to go through it all again.
No, I stopped. But yeah.
Oh yeah, and a resident. A couple more comments. Mr. Sullivan, he says, I heard the same about Lilo and Stitch and the Hawaiian people. They found the way the characters were drawn to be offensive. Okay. So I kind of referenced that.
That's kind of tough though on drawing, but doing the stories, they're different. But
and Captain Cajun says, watch Hard Target for the worst Cajun accent ever put the film.
Oh, come on! All right,
I don't know Hard Target.
If you've ever seen Wilford
Brimley, he came to life.
I know he did. He woke up.
A Cajun voice, man.
Wait, let me
diabetes.
Wait, so how's this go? How's that accent go?
Wilford Brimley, he's like this real. I think he passed away now, but like that was one of the fun parts of the show. Kirk has a point, but I love that movie. That's why I came to I love that movie.
Somewhere Kirk is laughing his butt off.
I did. It was filmed here. Van Damme does a very, very bad case, but Wilford Brimley.
Wait, I remember this.
Yes.
You said Van Damme. Oh, I did.
It's a Van Damme movie. He's if you've ever read the book, like the Most Dangerous Hunt, it's that. It's about a bunch of people. They get together and they hunt like homeless people, and somebody recruits Van Damme to find out who did it. Just for anybody who's like, what is Hard Target? That's what that. But yes, he has like a bad accent, but Wilford Brimley, he's like, oh, you dog, share. Blows up some with an arrow. No, that was awesome. I'm sorry, that's awesome.
He's like Rambo, Cajun Rambo.
Yeah, but
Cajun Rambo.
It's crazy. That movie's crazy. Best line of that, he's like, poor people get bored too. That's the best line.
Oh my God, yeah. And Drake, a resident custodial, he says, remember when Disney posted a video trying to teach people how to make gumbo? Yeah, that's what.
Oh, that did not go well.
Oh, how bad was that?
Oh, it had kale in it or some shit. It was like
terrible.
What?
Yeah,
it was something like that.
Yeah, you can probably still find it on YouTube, but it was it was pretty bad.
It was like a healthy gumbo or something.
I don't know what it was, but it wasn't right.
Not good. And I don't even know how to make gumbo, and I know that was wrong.
That's not how my mama cook it.
Yeah, when you ever leave, if you try to make gumbo, just ask somebody.
Yeah. No kale is used.
Oh, Rochelle says it wasn't even gumbo. Let's not talk about it. Exactly. That's exactly
right. We don't talk about.
She says no room.
No.
Yeah, we don't talk about their gumbo.
No.
Yeah. Officer Captain Cajun says, "Don't even try, Eli."
Oh man,
Is he quoting Hard Target or something?
I don't know. I think he's maybe he's talking about the accent.
No,
you and Kirk need to form the Jean-Claude Van Damme fan podcast.
Oh wait, hold on. Eric, he even says Wilford was probably like 30 years old when he filmed that.
He was
what? It sounds like Coming to America. He was 150 something years old when he filmed that.
150 years old when he filmed that film. It blew up that jaw. That ball was good.
Wilford Brimley was never young.
No, he was never young. Even when he started on TV, when I remembered him, he was always old. But that dude was on a horse with a bow and arrow blowing up stuff. Let me tell you.
He was a bad guy?
Oh my god.
No, he's a good guy. He was like he was the place, he protected the place where Jean-Claude Van Damme and the other chick went, and they had their final showdown there. So he was like, man, he was getting it. Oh, it was.
So you're gonna make all these weekends now watch this movie over the July 4th
Don't
weekend.
watch this stupid movie.
You watch it.
Show of hands in the chat. How many of you guys are gonna watch this movie now?
No blood sport.
Hard Target.
There's no blood sport.
Obviously,
it's totally better than Cyborg. So that's my Jean-Claude Van Damme rating right there. It's John.
You're wasting your talents on the Disney podcast.
That's okay.
We should do a Jean-Claude Van Damme fan podcast.
John Woo directed the movie. So there's other
Hard
stuff.
Target.
John Woo is like a martial arts movie director. He did slow, like
the Face Off.
Yeah, thank you. He did Face Off with the pigeons flying and all that stuff. That's the movie started. So look, come on, Kirk, put that movie on the map. That was up in our place, man.
Oh, look, you got some support. Eric says, old Van Damme is awesome in all its terribleness.
He's right.
He's got your back. He's got your back.
I can't disagree with that.
And Rochelle says we re-traumatized her now with the gumbo, bringing up the Disney gumbo.
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to do that.
And she doesn't even live down here, and she knows that.
Well, don't make us traumatize you by bringing up Time Cop.
Time Cop.
Oh yeah. Well, that was based on a comic, so all right. Yeah. I'm getting off on a tangent.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But yeah,
can we do a Van Damme Disney episode? What?
No.
Dang.
So I think we should just talk about all the other attractions that Tiana could have took over, like Seven Frogs Mine Train.
Seven
Frogs Mine Train.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tiana Land Speedway.
Tiana Land Speedway.
Oh, wait. Where is Lee coming up with this from?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Making shit up, right?
Yeah, but maybe instead of cars, we drive like airboats.
Mm-hmm. Can we ask everybody?
I like that.
Yeah, everybody that's watching right now, what would you call this? Are you good with the ride's name as is, or do you have a better name for it? Because I'd like to hear some alternate. I think we could come up with alternate names right now on the spot that I would like better than Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
It's a swamp world.
Wait, time out. Rochelle says her mom was a big Van Damme fan.
What?
Your mom's awesome.
Mama Rochelle.
Your mom's awesome.
I don't know her name. We're calling
to hell with Disney. Let's just talk about Van Damme until I'm done.
Like all the weekends
watch the rating shoot up like Van Damme.
Yeah, all the weekends talking about Van Damme. Mr. Sullivan says, Kumite, Bloodsport is the one to watch.
Fight to survive.
Yes.
That's it.
Oh, okay. Look, okay. So our resident stormtrooper brings it back. He's gonna call it Naveen's Honey Hunt. Ooh. That's I don't know. That's kind of tingly.
All right, it gets you tingling.
I'm
happy if you're tingling.
Naveen's Honey Hunt.
Yeah, it's like he's searching for a girl. Like he's looking for a honey, and he's on the hunt.
Okay.
Don't worry, baby. It's just mucus.
Oh, that's classic.
That's classic. Oh, classic. You say classic.
Classic. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Like I don't like the whole. I don't like the idea of labeling Tiana. It's like now she's got to carry this. Like if this ride sucks, you got to blame Tiana for it.
Could it be like about Naveen's home? I don't even know where Naveen's from, but maybe he has a mountain there, or something that could work.
Ooh,
like we don't know much about Naveen. He's just
he comes from a different country. I can't remember the name of the country. Voodoo Mountain.
Oh, Voodoo Mountain.
Voodoo Mountain.
That should be the name of one of our fantasy leagues. Speaking of which, if you want to join fantasy football, that's around the corner. So just a quick plug. But anyway, sorry, I digress.
Really?
Yeah, it's in July. We got a month.
Already?
I'm thinking about the draft and all that. But anyway, I digress. But
why you do this to us live right now, man?
We got people that are involved. So
let's get it going.
Sorry, Voodoo Mountain.
Lee, start brushing up on your kickers.
Yeah, I got them all. I'm ready.
I'm tapped the number one in defense. That's what I'm going for next year.
Like, I think Voodoo Mountain would be a good name.
I like that.
You can't call it Mountain though. Like if you're going to be doing, but I don't like the idea of losing the mountain. I don't like the idea that we lost a freaking mountain.
Shoot, man, I'd call it Monkey Hill. Shoot,
Monkey Hill?
I'm done.
No,
with
that's
Why
what
am I
gets him
not-
in trouble for this in the first place.
I mean,
I'm not even laughing at that.
I mean,
But it's funny. Sorry.
I mean, it's a hill in the middle of a zoo near the monkeys, right?
Yeah, but I guess the thing is, like we were talking about before,
Oh!
where it's set.
What? Get away. Get
He's
done
come to life, ladies and
with,
gentlemen.
get done with Tiana.
Get done with Tiana.
But
Gravity Falls.
Oh yeah,
It's right in the name. Falls.
Gravity Falls.
Well, yeah.
Gravity Falls. The ride.
Give us a
Whoa.
Gravity Falls reaction. Yes,
yeah, a little meet and greet, everything like that.
I like it.
Give Tiana her own damn dark ride. You get rid of Winnie the Pooh. I'm fine with that.
Oh, it's a classic.
How is it a classic? It replaced something else. It's not.
Ah,
You know
no.
what I mean? Like, no, it's not a classic.
Get rid of Belle's Enchanted Tales.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
That's all good.
Can we do a dark ride?
Tiana's Enchanted Tales.
Yeah, there you go.
Tiana's Enchanted Pots and Pans.
Tiana's enchanted tongue kissing.
Tiana's Voodoo.
If he does, watch out.
Tiana's Voodoo Love.
Yes.
Get it.
Voodoo love.
Yeah, that's where you
No,
go
that's-
and you say, "Girl, get it."
That's
Yeah.
my fantasy football team name.
Oh.
Voodoo love.
Voodoo Love? Oh, okay.
Adopt that.
So all you guys in the Mohican Fantasy Football League, Danny is taking Voodoo Love apparently. And
I'll take
I'll
Voodoo
stick with Finding Gano.
I did like
You know.
Voodoo Mountain.
Unless we put together a cover band, in which case we can call that Voodoo love.
Okay, we could do that too.
Mm.
Captain Cajun says Big Daddy's Big Mountain.
Big Daddy's Big
Does
Mountain.
that mean we're gonna have Tiana swinging on the swing?
It's too many-
going on?
yeah, I was
Big
gonna
Daddy,
say.
Little Mountain.
Big Daddy's no mountain. Big Daddy's Cash Mountain.
Ooh.
That's what they want. Big Daddy's used to be I think it still is, a strip club on Bourbon Street.
Yeah, with they
They had
were-
the legs, and you
they
said
had
like
an animatronic.
Yeah.
So they had women's legs,
yeah, just swinging out.
animatronic legs.
Before
would
that, used to
swing
be
out.
actual women, actual strippers that would swing on the swing. But
Get out of here.
they did, yeah, back
I
in the
didn't even
day.
know
But then
that.
they replaced it because I guess the animatronic worked longer.
Yeah. And cut up because all they did was like cut costs.
Mhm.
Sell those cheap drinks and stuff. That's all I can remember about that place is the cheap drinks.
We got Tiana's Voodoo that you do so well.
Ooh, there we go.
I dig it. Kind of a long name, but it works. You could shorten it to Tiana's Voodoo.
I like the idea of getting voodoo in there somewhere.
Making it
Like there's
spooky.
something, there's something menacing.
Nefarious,
Yes, about what's about to
attraction, yeah.
happen to
Yes.
you. Like there's something like this isn't all going to be just a fun little lark. Something's going to happen. I like that.
And she gets you out of the jam. That actually builds to the character
I like it.
herself.
Because
too.
somebody could be like, "Hey, there's no voodoo. There's no mountains of voodoo," and the voodoo god priest or whatever be like, "You want to challenge me, boy?
What you want to see?
You want to see some mountains, boy?"
Like,
watch it do.
if you call it Tiana's Mystical Bayou or something like that, or Tiana's Mystical Swamp or Tiana's Mystical Mountain.
Oh, Bayou St. John on a bad day.
Bayou St. John on a bad day. I don't know why, but I like the alliteration.
Yeah.
Bayou St. John's is like probably the only bayou in New Orleans.
Born on a bad day.
On a bad day, could
Born
be
on the
kinda
bayou.
stanky. Yeah,
I like that.
Bayou St. John on a bad day.
I was like, what day was
That is
that?
that's our if Bayou Love don't work out, that's going to be our backup.
Backup name, Bayou
Yes,
St. John on
we'll
a bad
play,
day. I
we'll
like it. I
play
like it.
at Greek Fest right there in the Bayou.
I like it. I dig it. I dig it.
I wish I knew these guys were coming. We could have talked to them first.
Yeah.
I
So-
did too, but so if we've got, I think the with the listeners and what we came up with ourselves, I think these are all better names. I do. I'm a little bit worried about this.
Are the listeners as worried about this as
Yeah, I'd be curious, man. Yeah, like go to the Facebook group, post your opinions. We want to know, or you can shoot us an email, show@magicourway.com. Let us know what you think about
Well,
this developing news.
can I ask Eric Grubb and Mrs. Hircher's on there? You said right?
Yes, yeah, we're
Can I
showing.
ask them a question?
applications on there?
So who's having a Kyber Crystal cocktail?
Oh, are
I'm-
any of you guys going to the Disney Wish? Is that what it is? Who's getting the Kyber Crystal cocktail?
Richard and I were
doing-
talking
How much was it? 5,000 or 50?
$5,000.
Well, is that his like Star Wars credits?
No, it's a.
No, it's a shit
first-
ton of Pappy Van Winkle.
At first, I was like, "Does it come with a complimentary cruise?"
Yeah, does
'Cause
it come with a
that's-
complimentary spaceship?
And a reach around.
But no, Richard posted something online, and it basically broke down what all it came with.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I'm trying to move past the reach around.
I'm sorry. He messed me up with that.
It is hard. It is hard.
I'm thinking about a reach around in the spaceship.
It's always hard.
It's crazy.
It has to be hard.
Anti-gravity. Sorry, sir. Go ahead.
But apparently, like, it comes not just with the drink. Like, there's a presentation that comes along with it, and they give you a bottle of. I didn't even know they had this.
What's that?
There's a Skywalker vineyard where they make their own wine, and for some reason, people want to tour that.
Do they only make it with one
hand? It comes with a tour of the Skywalker vineyard. Not to my knowledge, like Skywalker Ranch. But,
yeah, I want to see that.
I want to see. Like the sound studio, I want to see George's bedroom. I want to see all of that. I can take free friggin' winery tours,
right?
At a bunch of different who drinks Skywalker wine?
Can we just go to Skywalker Vineyards and take a tour without having to buy the drink?
I don't think so. No, that's what Richard was telling me. Is like the only other place they offer this is in that $100,000.
Oh, the Skywalker
24-day 6 country. Every Disney park, yes, exactly.
So I guess when we can meet up at the Skywalker Vineyards is not going to happen.
I do not like the fact that
somebody wins the lottery.
I don't care about seeing the stupid Skywalker Vineyards. Who wants to see where they grow grapes at Skywalker Ranch? I want to see where they made.
I want to be fed grapes and fanned.
Yeah, I don't want to see
with my naked bodice.
I don't want to see big women like stumping on grapes with 1 foot each. I don't want.
Why they got to be big, man?
Because he likes them that way.
Yeah, but that's when they stump on. Well, it could be medium sized stump on the grape, but they only got 1 foot.
Oh, they don't get enough juice, right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah. I mean,
the ladies put out enough juice. Is that what you're going at? Is that
what you're the berry?
I was like, he lost the hand. So he lost the hands and lost the foot stumping the grapes for the.
Lee tossed up a ball and I'm about to hit it.
Take it.
Black of the chair, the sweet of the juice.
Boom!
There it is, right there.
Why did the berry the dry or the juice?
I don't know about that.
I mean, love is
Danny's
love.
The one that said
love is love.
Don't judge it. Salt Mountain.
Lee's the whitest one of us. I'll take his word for it.
I don't know, man.
Oh man.
But
I don't know.
What did y'all think about that?
What the drink?
The $5,000 drink. I mean,
the idea that just let's say that's my dream. Like I'll settle for the vineyard tour.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to do the Skywalker. I whatever puts me on property, because who knows? Maybe they will let you back in those areas. All I heard, you got to see a vineyard. Let's say you're willing to do that. Does that still mean you have to step foot on the Wish and pay however many thousands of dollars to do that, to buy the $5,000 drink, to then have to pay for the airfare to get to California, to then go to
that's not included?
That's the thing. It's like, it's like you've got to pay for the Wish,
get
on the Wish, then buy the $5,000 cocktail. Then you're eligible to fly yourself for, I don't know how long the tour takes.
Do you get to meet Mark Hamill?
I would hope he's stomping grapes in the back.
That's what
he's smashing grapes with his hand. So he's like,
he's got a good hand.
Yeah, his big hand from like Jay and Silent Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. Damn, his character name. Oh yeah, I digress.
Cockknocker.
Cockknocker. Yeah, he's Cockknocker squishing the grapes. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing.
About a hard target.
Test me on the Star Wars stuff, and
you're done. But
I'm done. But yeah, James Silent Bob, I got that.
That's your Van Damme. See?
That is my Van Damme.
I tell you what, I'd rather tour Skywalker Sound than Skywalker Vineyards.
Thank you.
I'd love to see Skywalker Sound.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, just to see how they do all that, create all the different sounds, and
Ewok Lake, and
I want to press a button that goes. Choo, choo, choo.
Like I saw, there was a thing with Conan O'Brien where he toured Skywalker, and there was like all these props and these things from movies and stuff like that. I was like, I'd love to see all that.
It would be great. Yeah.
So,
but we'll have to figure out what do you call it? We can meet up somehow that's unique to other Disney podcasts for sure. We could always meet in the parks, but I mean, come on, let's do something. Uniquely
come on,
Mohicans.
Guys, why go to the parks to see a salt mine when we have one right here in Louisiana? Come meet up here.
Yeah. Come to
Make it easy for us. Like, we can show you the swamps and bayous and salt mines and all that fun stuff in Louisiana.
Airports, all kind of stuff.
I digress. Mr. Sullivan says Clerks 3 trailer drops next week. So we were just talking about that earlier. I couldn't remember. So it's next week. Okay, thank you.
Okay,
thank
I
you.
want to
Thank
see
you.
that.
Nice.
So yeah, man. Look, thanks for joining us on this live segment talking about Tiana's Bayou Land Salt Mine Adventure Tabasco, all that kind of jazz. Look,
it's like the Joni Mitchell song, right? Pave paradise, put up a parking lot,
put up a salt dome. Yes, we are all excited for Clerks 3. Can't wait to see that happen. The Mohicans know us really well. Yeah. So yeah, we're excited for that Kevin Smith release. And look, share your opinions about this whole thing. This is fresh off the presses. Shoot us an email at show@magicarward.com. And look, on behalf of Danny, Eli, Lee, and myself, Kevin, man, thank you guys. Magic out. See you guys later.